Hello, how's everybody doing tonight? Yay! Great, I'm doing awesome. Thank you for asking. So I just had a birthday. Yay, me again. Every year older I get is a year closer to being able to put my parents in the home. As a millennial, it's the only way I can get a house. So we'll see. But the problem with that is that I have so many siblings, and that they're all going to flock home too, and it's living with them again, it's like a freaking hostel. I have a little sister who's a tween who's woke AF. Like, oh my god, what the fuck is that? I have a little brother who's a hippie, and I swear to you, believes the biggest government conspiracy is shampoo. And then another little brother who acts just like his co-workers, which are middle-aged Latino landscapers. And it's just, they all smell god-awful, and I can't understand a word they say. Yeah, so I grew up in a foster family. Don't worry, like I was one of the good ones. I was biological. But I learned a lot from fostering kids growing up. I learned how sheltered I was from a 3-year-old who cursed me out in language that I didn't even know yet. And at that point in my life, I was 12, and I thought curse words were actual witchcraft. So I was afraid of ghosts for the longest time. So I suffer from anxiety and depression. Statistically, so do like half of you. It's probably like that side. It gets me going into little things. Like my self-esteem is so fragile. It's based on how quickly people respond when I sneeze. I'm so self-conscious that I only sing backup to my favorite songs. And I'm afraid of the deep end of swimming pools because, well, you know, sharks. But timing is my biggest anxiety, my biggest fear. I've been to this place 5 times before, but I got here, I had a slice of pizza, I used the bathroom at a Starbucks, walked around the block a few times, and was still 2 hours early. You know, it happens. But I tried to go and get away from my anxiety and depression, so I booked a solo vacation down to Florida, and I got there just in time to experience what the locals call anxiety and tropical depression. Even God said it's not that easy. But I called a therapist office, trying to ask for help, but the receptionist talked me out of it. So now at least I have another weeknight free, so that's good. Yeah, I've been dating recently. I'm really good at first dates. I don't have as much experience with seconds. But it's like, I always seem to apply for the full-time position, and then at the end of the interview, I realized there was only a temp job available. And so it's like, I went on this date with this nurse, this really cute nurse, and we were out in Central Park, and we're holding hands. She's getting a little flirty, rubs my hand, bumps it 3 times, trying to get my attention, and whispers, "Hey, I'd tap that." It's like, hell yeah, like, you know, jackpot, you know what? First date, fine, if we're gonna do that, cool. So I say, hey, let's go back to my place. And she goes, no, I tap that vein. That's my fucking luck. But, you guys ever notice how, like, every other country has something sexy about them? Like, I don't know, a sexy French language, like, voulez-vous coucher avec moi? Or sexy British accent, or like Latin dancing. You know, everyone has something sexy except for Americans. We're what? We're fat and racist. That's the stereotype. Like, that's why gym memberships are up so much, because we need to go and work out. Because I mean, there's nothing sexy about us. So I find going to the gym rather difficult. It kind of sucks. So I figured that I would learn a foreign accent instead, and hope that helps. I've been watching a lot of BBC, trying to be Sherlock Holmes. Hello, Governor. You know, it needs a little work, but we'll see how it goes. Thank you, everybody.